Hello and welcome back to Penntorr Cars, Cornish Car Collectors. Now we've got something very special today, something that we've been waiting to feature for a long time. So please join us as we take a look around and we take a drive of our gorgeous BMW E36 M3 Evolution. Please do subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon so you're notified about future videos. We've got some great cars coming up. In the meantime, please leave us a comment and please click like, we really appreciate it. The M3 is the high-performance version of the 3 Series BMW, developed by BMW's in-house motorsport division. And there has been an M3 for every generation of the 3 Series BMW since the E30 that was launched in 1986. Now the E36 M3 was launched at the Paris Motor Show in October 1992 and it was a huge commercial success. It was the first M3 to be produced in both left and right-hand drive, and went on to sell 29,000 units in just its first 3 years of production, which is a considerable achievement given the E30 M3 sold 18,000 in its 5-year production run. After the initial 3 years of production in September 1995, the E36 M3 went through an upgrade and the Evolution was born. The 3-litre engine was upgraded to a 3.2-litre engine, and the transmission from 5-speed to 6-speed. The E36 M3 was sold in coupe, in convertible and in saloon form, and it was the saloon that was the last to join the product range in December 1995. As I understand it, BMW made the saloon to bridge the gap left by the M5, as the E34 M5 ceased production in 1995 and the E39 M5 didn't go on sale until 1998. So it gave buyers the option of a saloon car with the M badge. Now the 3.2-litre straight-six engine, or the S50 B32, is amazing, and it was the first engine produced by BMW that actually delivered more than 100 brake horsepower per litre, with this engine putting out 321 brake horsepower. It was advanced in its day and is really truly impressive today, with the most impressive kind of engineering wonder on this car being the double Vanos unit, which manages and varies the valve time on both the inlet camshaft and the exhaust. This and a host of other upgrades meant the new BMW M3 Evolution delivered 321 brake horsepower, which was a considerable increase on the previous E36 M3 brake horsepower of 286. The Evolution has a limited top speed of 155 miles an hour and a 0 to 60 time of under 5.5 seconds. This was supercar performance of the time, wrapped up in an executive coupe. Now we were lucky in Europe, because in America, the M3 E36 only delivered 240 brake horsepower in both 3-litre and 3.2 guys. And that's due to the fact that the Vanos unit wasn't fitted to the American cars, and nor were these individual throttle bodies, because they didn't meet the American regulations, and also for BMW it was cost prohibitive to develop the car any further. Now the E36 M3 came with 2 sets of alloy wheels. Traditionally in the main, the car came with 17-inch M double spoke wheels, or as this car has, the M Contour wheels, again 17-inch. Around the back of the car we can see the clear indicator lenses, which are one of only a few cosmetic upgrades from the original E36 M3 to the Evolution. Also, this lovely sculpted boot lid spoiler and the all-important M3 badge really sets off the rear of this M3. And as we continue around the back of the car, let's open up the boot, where we should find our BMW toolkit, which is complete. The factory fitted 6-disc CD changer, the BMW first aid kit, which actually on this car is unopened, the warning triangle, and underneath the carpet we find another 17-inch M Contour alloy wheel. And up here at the front of the car we've got the all new to this model enclosed BMW headlights. Previously, of course, with the E30 and with every other BMW that went before, the double headlight unit was exposed, whereas on the E36 they put it behind this glass. Now when the car was launched I didn't like it, but I think it looks great now. And just take a look at these BMW M3 wing mirrors, so stylish. and so unique to this car. Now, being inside this BMW E36 M3 is a very special place to be. The car came with two interior options. It came with the grey leather interior or the black leather interior. This one has the black. And these seats, they're called Vader seats, are so comfortable and a design feature all on their own. They're wonderful. And sat in this car, you're reminded wherever you look that you are in an M car. You have the motorsport badge here on the steering wheel, on top of the 6-speed gear stick, and here on the instrument cluster. Another difference is from the standard 3 Series to the M3 is that you get red instrument needles on the cluster and also an oil temperature gauge where the MPG, the miles per gallon gauge, is on the standard 3 Series. Speaking of unique features, the rear passenger seat belts actually come from the middle of the seat as opposed to the conventional window. Now, our M3 also has this fantastic trip computer which tells you external temperature, average speed, miles per gallon, more than most modern cars. Also, continuing the high specification theme, you have dual zone digital climate control. You have the controls for your 6-disc CD player here. Have electric windows, electric sunroof and reverse parking sensors. It's hard to believe that this car is almost 25 years old. This car is absolutely stunning. I can't get over how pretty it is. And there's no question in my mind that Estoril blue is the best colour to have a BMW M3 E36 in. Now, our car has been through a full restoration. It's had a full bare metal body respray carried out by MK Body Shop in Plymouth. And they've done an amazing job. The car really is perfect. Just take a look at these photographs as the car progressed through its restoration. Cracking job, Matt and team. It's fantastic. So here we are driving our fabulous BMW M3 E36. The steering and the clutch have just the right amount of weight to them. Unlike modern cars, you have really got to drive this M3. It's brilliant. Road holding is excellent and the car gives you great confidence. Even being rear-wheel drive, on dry roads like this, you can take corners with a bit of pace and really have some fun. The power delivery in this car is consistent and the car builds its speed really nicely. It's exciting to drive whilst also being relaxed. That's good. It's sporty when you need it to be, it's a motorway cruiser when you need it to be, and it's absolutely effortless to drive. Just listen to that exhaust pop and bang away. The car does have an upgraded exhaust, but it has a very sensible exhaust note. The pops and bangs are the engine doing its thing. There's no computer or artificial noise production in this 90s beast. In 1997, the M3 reached a new height by becoming the world's first volume-produced car to introduce a sequential M gearbox, an SMG, as an option. Built based on the conventional gearbox, the gear change could happen with a clutch that was activated electro-hydraulically. There was no need to press the clutch pedal, and the driver could easily and instantaneously shift by pushing or pulling the gear lever. Really exciting and really revolutionary at the time. Production of the BMW E36 M3 Evolution ceased in December 1998, making way for the E46 and in 2000 the E46 M3. Now, I read somewhere that around 2,800 right-hand drive E36 M3 Evolutions were made, and if that's the case, that makes this a very rare car. But one thing is for certain, take a look at the value of the E30 M3 currently. I had a brief look before we came out to shoot this video, and I couldn't find one for less than £50,000. That makes this car incredible value for money. Buy one, drive it, enjoy it, look at it, and look how pretty it is. And in a few years' time, I'm certain you'll have a car worth £30,000. It's been a real privilege to have this car within the Penntorr Cars collection, to enjoy it, to drive it, and to share it with my children. And we're going to list this car for sale in the not too distant future. But having said that, the more that I drive the car, the more I fall in love with it and the less likely it is to be sold. But we do plan to list it for sale. But in the meantime, we're going to continue to drive it and continue to enjoy it. And we hope that you've enjoyed us sharing this car with you and sharing some of its history and some of its features. Thanks so much for joining us here at Penntorr Cars, Cornish Car Collectors. We really appreciate the support and all of you and your comments. Please do hit like, please leave us a comment, and please subscribe to the channel. Thanks so much. See you again. Bye for now.